This is Bill Combs on No Time for Social, coming to you live from our offices in Round Rock. And we are starting to produce more content video-wise that we'll be pushing out into 2022. And I'm excited to go through something today that we use. It's a tool we use for our clients. As a digital marketer certified partner, we use something called the customer value journey. And I wanted to talk through that today and just give you guys some, hopefully some information that will help you as you're planning your 2022 to get more customers, especially getting more customers through digital marketing. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and we'll pop right in. So this is a customer value journey worksheet, and the customer value journey is a tool that will allow you to map out how to get new customers into what we would call a funnel, move them through that funnel where they don't know about you and they're promoting you. So let's look at the first step here. First step in that journey is the awareness phase. So in the awareness phase, you're going to be creating some content that will get a prospect, whether that's a customer through Facebook, email, however you're trying to get that information out from an awareness standpoint. Most of the time it's going to be social media. It'll be a social media post. Your prospect will see an ad. So they're going to see an ad, they're going to scroll through their Facebook feed, maybe see it on Instagram, maybe see it on LinkedIn, maybe get some information via email, maybe just organically hit your page and see this information. Or a referral or search. So there's multiple different ways, right? But you want your customers to move from this awareness stage into an engagement stage. So in order to do that, you've got to provide them some value up front. So that could be a blog post with information. We work a lot in the roofing industry. So it could be a blog on taking care of your roof in the winter, taking care of your roof in the summer, what to do after storm damage hits, so on and so forth. So that blog can be a gated blog, meaning they have to enter an email in order to get access to it. They could also engage on social media. So you could ask questions that get people to engage. Let's say you asked a question and the replies were replies that you can go back to and reach out to those potential customers later on. That's an opportunity. Engaging in a video, watching a video. I did a paid class yesterday with Christine Mansour from CM Narrative, and our paid class went through the real deep dive into Facebook ads and what you can do with Facebook ads. So one of the really cool things you could do is if you're producing video, and I would suggest producing as much video as you can in 2022, regardless of what business you're in. If your prospects are engaging in that video, and it doesn't matter if they watch it for 2 seconds or 2 minutes, depending on the length of the video, you have the ability within Facebook and also within Instagram to retarget those individuals with future content. So you can have a video that goes up that's really powerful. You get a whole bunch of people engaging with that video, and then you can pull data from that video within your Facebook ads platform and move these individuals from the engagement stage into subscription stage. So prospect's going to opt in to receive some gated content. That could potentially be a lead ad. So you run a Facebook lead ad where they're subscribing to a newsletter or they're getting this gated content, and you now have captured their information and you can do something with it at a later point in time. Add them to a newsletter, have your customer success team reach out to them individually. However, that process will begin to work where you now have this subscription, this individual in your ecosystem. What is the goal there? Well, obviously the goal is sales. You want to get sales. So after they enter that subscription stage, at some point you want a yes or no out of them, one way or another. Whether that's for roofing a free inspection, whether that's purchasing a product online. We work with Bo Jackson's Elite Sports out of Columbus, Ohio. So for them, it could be getting one-on-one training. It can be signing up for a football camp. We want them to go from this subscription where they've engaged and they've subscribed into a conversion stage. For roofers, it could be the conversion could be a free inspection that ends up turning into money. So let's look at that. In some cases, they make a small purchase or they schedule a demo. So at that point, conversion, usually you want it to involve money, but in some cases with really, really high dollar purchases, right? A roof is a very expensive purchase. So no one's clicking a button and purchasing a roof online, but they can be clicking a button and purchasing a class online. They could be purchasing a subscription to something online. So one way or another, you're getting that conversion that the goal is to eventually lead into money. So the conversion portion of this may take a little bit longer for some companies than others, but the goal is to get that conversion. What happens at that point? They're getting value from the transaction. So on a free inspection, they may learn about a roof problem, for example. Well, you've got hail damage. So they're getting that value from that initial sort of transaction, and they can make a decision at that point to, you know, to work through and figure out what the next steps are with the contractor. For the example of Bo Jackson's, they're getting value from an initial transaction of my son has now gone to this camp. So they're getting this transaction value. They're excited about it because the son went through the camp or daughter went through the camp, and they've now interacted with Bo Jackson's, and they can potentially do more business with them. What does Bo Jackson's do with that data? Well, in a lot of cases, we've got the core offer, which is the initial one we went after. Now we're going to move them into the upsell. So I'll continue on the grounds of the two examples. So for a roofer, it could be the upsell to a better product. It could be we do siding as well. We could do windows. We can do other type of work for you. We're going to upgrade the roof. We're going to include X, Y, and Z on the roof. There's a lot of different things you can do with the upsell. For companies like Bo Jackson's, their core offer may be an initial class. It could be an initial training where they just pay a certain small fee, and now we're upselling them, upsell 1, upsell 2, upsell 3. So we're moving through various stages of this ascension ladder in order to continue to provide value to that customer and continue to keep them as a customer and provide some great service to them. And really the great service is something that's really important here. You know, you can get them excited, but any little bumps in the roads need to be handled. And I can tell you that in the world of roofing and contracting, we do tend to deal with a lot of issues with contractors potentially not living up to their side of things. So our goal is to make sure that the customer is happy, they move up that ascension ladder, and they remain happy. What happens when they're happy? Well, they're going to give a testimonial. And really, when I say they're going to give a testimonial, no one's running up to your door going, hey, I had a great experience. Can I provide you with a testimonial? They need to be asked. So the ask is, we're really, really happy you enjoyed our service, our product, whatever it ends up being. Would you be interested in giving us a testimonial? My suggestion would be to get a video testimonial. And if you had 3 or 4 of those, you can turn that into a well-branded, well-crafted video that can go back to the awareness stage. So the awareness stage at that point can be, hear from some of our happy customers. Now you've leveled up the awareness stage from, we have this product we're trying to sell you, or we've got the service we're trying to sell you, to, we've got some really, really happy customers that want to speak to similar individuals like yourself. And the engagement, subscription, and convert phase of things may go a little bit faster, a little bit better for you. So you want that testimonial, you want to potentially put them into a case study, whatever that really looks like. You're getting that customer to engage with your company beyond the purchase side of things. And there's tremendous, tremendous value with that. The last step, or the last stage of the customer value journey, is the promotion stage. So in this case, you're getting the review online, Google review, Facebook review. You're potentially have some kind of referral-based system in place. We use a product called BirdEye for review management. They also have a referral process where they can refer their friends based on an experience with the company. So that goal there would drop your customer acquisition costs if you had other customers promoting your business and promoting it to everybody else. And I know that digital marketer even does this. So this is their customer value journey. But obviously, if you have a good experience with any company, you're going to want to tell others. So I've done that throughout the years. Couple things to add to this. You can see that there are some dotted lines here. So customers will move around in the journey. So the awareness and engagement stage obviously is the first step, the subscription stage, but the purchase, the conversion and the purchase can easily go back to, I'm going to re-engage and continue to engage with you. The excitement purchase also can go back to the engagement stage where you're continuing to provide that value. So the engagement stage, you can see out of all of the sort of the rectangular boxes here, those are the ones that have the most interaction. So you've got arrow in, arrow out, arrow in, arrow in. The engagement stage and really the excitement stage as well. You've got multiple arrows in. So engagement and excitement are two areas that have the most, I guess, exposure to this. You want to continue to engage your customers. You want them to continue to read blogs from you, engage on social media, watch videos. So that organic content, all that organic and paid content needs to continue. So that's why it's important to build this out over a long period of time. Build out your awareness. What are you going to be, what ads are you going to be running Q1? What ads are you going to be running the whole year? You may have all that built out ahead of time, and then you map this out over a period of time, and you just keep working through the customer value journey until you get people from awareness all the way to promotion. So I would say take something like this, whether it's the customer value journey I'm showing here, whether it's your own internal customer value journey, and over the next couple of weeks as we're moving into 2022, I want you to maybe fill this in with very specific information that would pertain to your company. And in this case, you could put exact things in here, right? What kind of ad we're going to run? How are we going to do this awareness stage? How are we going to get people to engage? You may have to run some Facebook ads. You may have to run some Google ads. You may have to do some paid media in order to get people to read the blog posts, engage in the content, watch videos. And then you need to get them into some level where they're providing you with name, email, phone number, name, email, just the email, just a phone number where you may be able to text them if you're using some kind of texting program. That gated content is really important because you want to capture that information. Once you get them into the ecosystem, they'll stay in until they decide, you know what, I'm getting too much stuff, I want to unsubscribe, or they convert. So those things are critical as you move through this customer value journey. I think that's all I've got for today. My name's Bill Combs. I'm the CEO of No Time for Social. We're a digital marketing agency. We've been in business for almost 8 years now, based out of Round Rock, and we work with customers nationwide. So if this is something that may be of interest to you and you wanted to go through this customer value journey process with us, reach out to me. It's bill@notimeforsocial.com. Or you can reach us 512-721-0333. Thank you, and look for more videos coming out in the near future.